of their favorite players in action.
It's the classic, baby!
Or after all the sensational plays, gut-wrenching losses, and thrilling walk-off wins, the regular season comes down to this week. 30 major leaguers vying for 8 playoff spots, but only one can be crowned champion. Join me, Robert Flores, as we take an inside tour of the league and bounce from game to pivotal game, joined by some very special guests who will give us their insight on the competition. The road to the playoffs is almost at an end. Find out who's in, who's out, and who will ultimately be best in the show.
There is a chance.
Okay, so then
Good evening and welcome to this primetime broadcast of MLB The Show 20 Players League. I'm your host, Robert Flores from MLB Network. Thank you for joining us from wherever you're joining us. And as that opening montage suggested, our playoff field is nearly set. Top 8 players reach the playoffs. Quarters and semifinal action will be decided via a best-of-3 series, and then our championship series, a best-of-5. However, there is still plenty to be decided before that field is set. This broadcast is going to be a little bit different because we have so many things still up in the air. We're going to be giving you some whip-around coverage. Think of this as MLB Tonight, MLB The Show 20 Players League style, okay? 40 games. Many of those games have playoff implications. We're going to visit with all the players or many of the players and get their thoughts on how they're feeling in just a moment. But let's take a look at the standings, okay? Now, if the playoffs were to begin today, right now, those players above that white line would be in the playoffs. However, there's still a lot to be decided. Ian Happ has won 6 in a row. He's making a bid for that 8th and final playoff spot. Amir Garrett, Fernando Tatis Jr., they'll be in action tonight, and we'll keep you updated with some live look-ins as well as some scoring updates. Also, that ticker that's right there, you see it? That's going to be live. That's going to be updating with live scores to keep you up to date on what's going on across the league. And as I mentioned, the regular season will wrap up with a special doubleheader on ESPN2 on Wednesday. We'll have more on that in just a moment. But before we visit with our special guest, there's so many great things that have come out of MLB The Show 20 Players League. Among them, the fact that you, the fans, have had a chance to interact with some of your favorite big leaguers from across the league. Here now, some of the best moments from some of the question and answer sessions from the streams. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your 2020 Players League.
Who squats the most on the Rangers? I'm gonna tell you this much right now. Prince Fielder squatted about 400 something pounds before every game. It was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let's say what's up to chat. Come here, champ. Come here. You see someone at the door right now. He's locked in.
My best friend is Matt. I love everybody. They're really good teammates.
Oh, KG, someone tell me what May's saying on his channel. He can't be happy.
Just hand him the game over and over again!
What up, Peter? Favorite song currently? Yeah, I would say Look Up Child by Lauren Daigle.
I think the Pirates will make it to the playoffs this year. You heard it here first. Weirdest autograph request. Someone had me sign their leg, and they went and got it tattooed.
Favorite baseball player, now myself, Pete Alonso.
Maybe Vogelbach. I like the Vogelbaum shirt.
How many games in this season? We play everybody in this league once.
Who's going to win the Players League? In my opinion, between Gallo and Snell.
Did I model my game after anybody? No, not necessarily. I grew up watching the Giants, so JT Snow, Rich Abrilia.
What's your best advice for a 12-year-old as far as baseball? You always get better with time, and if you just put the work in, you'll just see improvements faster.
Weird question. How does my hair look before the game? I shower right before every game starts. That's why my hair looks wet at the start of every game.
If you throw a two-seam fastball, you hold it like that. So what I do is I then take these fingers and I shift it over. So I'm like right on these seams, the middle finger and ring finger. Then it's just comfortable grip, pinky just chilling on the side, circle right here, nice and loose. I hold it very loose. I hold all my pitches pretty loose, to be honest.
All right, that's just some of the great moments from the chat, from the stream. And as I said, 40 big games tonight across the MLB The Show 20 Players League. Many of them have playoff implications. At the top of our standings, it's still yet to be decided who's going to be our top seed, Joey Gallo or Blake Snell. Both of those guys are in action tonight, and we'll keep an eye on those games. As you see, both Gallo and Snell with just 4 losses, and behind them, it's 3 players with 7 losses. Jeff McNeil in action, Gavin Lux, Bo Bichette. Tommy Kahnle is at 17-8. Dwight Smith Jr., one of my favorite players in the league, using that Orioles lineup, he's at 19-10. And then Lucas Giolito, he's still in single digits with losses. He's at 17-9. All right, let's bring in the de facto commissioner of MLB The Show 20 Players League. That's Trevor May. And Trevor, I enjoy your streams because you wear your emotions on your sleeve. There is no doubt how you're feeling or what you're thinking about during the course of a game by judging how you're reacting.
Yep, that rage when I lost to Luzardo was real. That was not a front. That was genuine anger. So I'm glad though he was asking what I was saying, because that's really funny now in hindsight, but it wasn't funny at the time.
Setting the anger aside, what has been some of the I don't know, what have been some of your favorite impressions or your favorite things about this league?
Oh, honestly, I said this at the beginning too, and the reason I like streaming so much, and I play lots of different games, and the show gives the opportunity to get baseball fans, specifically kind of in the chat, is just being able to interact with people. I mean, we get to do it a little bit during the season. We get to, toss balls up to kids at the stadium, but you don't get to have a conversation with them. Like, they don't get to ask questions, so we don't get to do Q&A. Q&A is like a big thing for me. I really, really enjoy it. And I just think it's awesome that there's 29 other guys. And there's a few guys in the league that streamed previously or had streams. But I think guys are buying into it a little more and are really taking advantage of it. And connecting with fans, and that's our game's built on that. So it's super fun. But I think the biggest highlight for me is getting in Discord with Brett Phillips, because Brett and I have played in some Fortnite tournaments together, and we had the old Royals Twins game, which he walked me off with Salvi Perez, who's hitting about 800 against the Twins in his career. So that was one of the more fun games I played. I think that was a good time. So I wish I could have done that more, actually.
Well, we saw the standings there, and you're among a group of players trying to claw back really into the playoff picture. You're not eliminated yet, but you're going to need some wins, and you're going to need some help.
Yeah, it's what we call every year the playoff push. It is one of the more fun times of the year during the regular season. So, crazy stuff happens. I just got to win one game at a time, take it one pitch at a time.
That's right.
Not let myself give away at bats, and let myself get too rattled when something goes between someone's legs or something, because it's gonna happen. So you just gotta put that stuff I've learned over the last 26 years of playing baseball to work here, and just believe. You gotta believe. So and I believe. I put myself in a situation where I still have hope. So I'm gonna keep that hope until it's officially gone, I guess.
Well, as you can see, people that are watching, we're giving you a look. This is kind of the look we're going to give you tonight. We're going to be talking with some players, and then the big portion of the screen will give you some live look-ins, as you see Lucas Giolito as we take a peek inside his stream. And we'll keep an eye on the games that have playoff implications moving forward here. As I said, 40 games across the league tonight. And whoever gets hot, they could play their way in. And if you have a bad night on the sticks, you could certainly play your way out. Trevor, I believe you're opening up with Blake Snell tonight, correct?
I believe so. I'm not certain. I know that he was unable to make it last night, so but I believe so. I think that Ty Buttrey and I are going to try to get a game in our makeup game from when his internet went out before we actually play. So, but I do have Blake Snell tonight. I believe he is officially in. So, who knows? Maybe he'll give me a position player or something to face. Hopefully not Kiermaier, because I'm pretty sure that guy can throw 98. But somebody else would be great.
Well, Trevor, it's been great catching up with you. It's been great to watch your streams. Good luck tonight. Let's bring in Cole Tucker from the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he joins us now. And Cole, we saw that you were a prominent member of that montage of the question and answer session that you had with the chat. What have been your impressions from your participation in the Players League?
Yeah, that's been the coolest part, and thank you, Robert, for having me on. That's been the coolest part because it's no secret that when I play or when I'm at the stadium, I'm friendly and gregarious, and I talk to everyone, and I try to make everyone's experience at the ballpark better. And now that I can't play baseball, being able to do this, although it's something I'm familiar and like playing video games, I've never streamed before. This is a first for me, but to be able to interact with fans on the side of the screen, like that's been really cool and makes you feel awesome. And like taking it a step further, being a little kid and being one of those people who is a fan and who would watch this. Like if I were little, I would totally be watching this before I was a pro baseball player. And to be on here playing myself in a major league game is pretty special. So it's been a really unique experience. I've enjoyed it.
I read where you said when you were asked if you wanted to take part, you said, I'm really not familiar. I haven't played the game a whole lot, but hey, I'll just try to figure it out on the fly. What have you been in your impressions of the game, and specifically, how do you think your skills have progressed as the league has gone on?
That's pretty much how it happened. I don't even own a PlayStation. I'm playing Cody Bellinger's PlayStation. I went next door and grabbed it from him. I'm like, dude, I'm doing this thing. Help me out. And it's been fun. Like I've definitely got better. Before I couldn't control the little PCI thing at all, and I was just swinging freely like an idiot. But I feel like I've gotten better. I've hung in there with some really good teams. I've beaten some good teams, and ultimately it's just been cool to interact and talk to people who I know and who I don't know. Like last night, Bo was beating the crap out of me, and I FaceTimed him like on the stream. I was like, dude, take it easy. You're killing me. This is brutal. But it's been really fun just to have fun with it and keep it loose and play some games.
And for people in the chat that don't know, you and Cody Bellinger are boys. You go way back. I love that you're actually using his PlayStation to participate in this league.
Yeah, me too. I owe him interest on it because I feel like I've kept it for so long. So once we're done tonight, sadly I'm not in the playoffs. I can give it back to him, but It's been really fun. It was really cool of him to give it to me, but it's been great.
Well, it's been great having you. As I said, your streams are very enjoyable. I know Pittsburgh Pirate fans are definitely have your back, and they're always coming strong in the chat. And Trevor, Twins fans always come up showing love in your stream as well, huh?
Yes, they do. We have some Twins emotes, and Go Twins has become a little bit of a call out whenever I say anything in anybody's chat. Any of my buddies that I stream with or play other games with, everyone says Go Twins when they see me. So it's cool. It's been a cool crossover, and I'm having a blast, and I love that so many Twins fans come out and show love.
All right, so we're giving a live look in now of the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jeff McNeil and Gavin Lux, both of those guys are in the thick of the playoff hunt. We can tell you that Gavin Lux is currently 1 game ahead of Jeff McNeil, around in the middle of the pack. So right now, both of those players, Lux and McNeil, are in good spots for playoff contention, but still a lot to be decided. As you see in the 3rd inning, Jeff McNeil leading 2-0, 1 out, but Gavin Lux has the go-ahead run at the plate. Hey, Cole, one more for you. I thought it was interesting that when you said that you shower before every game. How did that tradition start and why?
Yeah, long story. So, like, growing up in high school, you never shower before games. You get out of school, you put your uniform on, you go up to the field and get ready. But in my first year in the minor leagues, Jordy Mercer was our big league shortstop. So that was who I was, striving to be like. And they would have big league players come down to Pirate City, our minor league complex, and tell us stories. And someone's like, Jordy, what's a ritual? Like, what do you do right before games? And he was like, you know what? I shower before every game, like right before I go out. And I was like, worked for him, got him to the big leagues. Like, I'm going to do that. And then when I got to pro ball, I started showering before every game. And I just do it after batting practice. I'll eat, change, play some music, go take a shower, and go out. It's just kind of my thing now.
Well, Cole, as you were telling that story, your virtual best friend, Cody Bellinger, just went deep for a 3-run homer off Jeff McNeil's New York Mets. So now Gavin Lux has a 1-run lead going into the bottom of the 3rd.
Dang, of course he did.
So
of course he did.
Again,
what else would he do?
Yeah, big time game here between Bellinger and Lux. Cole, how surprised, as you see Jeff McNeil facing Kenley Jansen, it looks like that's going to be out number one. How surprised are you by, you've known Cody Bellinger forever. I mean, did you expect that he would become among the elite, of the elite in this game?
He was always one of the most elite players that I knew. So, yeah, like you always knew that he had the talent, but I never in a million years would have guessed that he'd be a guy that could hit 40 homers in the big leagues.
Wow.
He was skinny like me. Like I think his senior year of high school, he only hit 1 home run, but he was always making hard contact. He was always great at defense. So the talent is there, but I never thought that he'd be the guy like pounding his chest and flexing his arms around in third base every night at Dodger Stadium. But I couldn't be happier for him that it's happened that way. But it's been pretty cool to watch.
Trevor, obviously Dodgers are in different leagues. Do you have any numbers against Cody Bellinger? Have you faced him? Had that opportunity?
Nope, I haven't faced Cody yet. I'm really, really sad because this season we were supposed to spend an entire week in LA and play the Dodgers and the Angels with an off day. That would have been a great trip. Can't really beat that one.
That's tough.
And face him there. But yeah, the only Dodger that I have a lot of debats against is Mookie Mantle. So, and he generally owns me.
Robinson Cano sends one to the corner. They're having trouble
getting it in, dude. Right. What's happening?
And the tying run has scored, but he is out at third. So we're going to extra innings. Lux and McNeil. Wow, tied at 3. Jeez.
Home team, dude. Home team advantage is huge in this league.
All right, so it looks like Jeff McNeil is going to bring in Justin Wilson to face the lefty Max Muncy. Remember, game tied at 3 after Cody Bellinger with 1 out in the top of the third hit a 3-run bomb.
Hey, Trevor, Colin here. We're going to let you go finish your games up. Thank you again so much for everything.
All right.
Thank you for all the commissioner hard work that you guys did, and appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Cole, stay on for a second.
My pleasure.
We'll ask you some more questions, and then we'll get on to our next guest as well.
Appreciate it, Trevor. We'll catch up in just a second, man. Good luck. All right, so keeping an eye on this game, tied at 3. They're in extra innings in the 4th. Cole, you guys, the Pittsburgh Pirates have a new manager in Derek Shelton. What were your impressions of him in the brief time that you guys were together?
Yeah, Derek Shooter Shelton. He's been great. I really enjoyed him in spring training and just getting to know him in the offseason at Pirates Fest and just from having a lot of phone conversations. He comes across as being very chill, but also with the mindset and the thought process. We're going to get our work in. It's going to be concise. We're going to get what we need to get in, and then we're going to get out, and it's going to be a good time. And he likes to keep it light and fresh. I'm sure Trevor could have told us that because he was in Minnesota as the bench coach before, but I got nothing but good things to say about him. He's been great to me and has been great for our team so far. So I'm really looking forward to getting an opportunity to just play baseball, but also play for Shelton as well.
Yeah. A couple scores here. Blake Snell has opened up a 6-0 lead on John Duplantier in the second inning. And Bo Bichette has tied his game up in the bottom of the third. Here we've got extra bases, and go-ahead run is going to be in scoring position for Gavin Lux. You know, Cole, Gavin Lux, Tommy Kahnle, they have the benefit of playing with the Yankees lineup is fierce in this game. The Dodgers lineup, there's diamond players and diamond cards everywhere up and down the lineup. So it's not a surprise that these guys are doing well with those teams.
Not at all. Just like in real life, I mean, they're loaded. It feels like you're playing the NL All-Star team when you're playing Luxie, and then when you play Tommy, I'll find out tonight, but it probably feels like playing the AL All-Star team. So, I mean, you just got to try to pitch around people, but it's really hard with how fast guys lose their energy and confidence in this game. Like, it's hard to hit your spots, and that's what I struggle with most. But, yeah, I mean, hats off to them. But it would be really fun to play this game with the Dodgers or Yankees lineup or something like that.
Now, the Pirates lineup, there's some pop there, led by Josh Bell. What's it like having Josh as a teammate?
Oh my God, it's like the 4th of July when Josh plays. Like, fireworks are coming at some point. It's just when and how many. But he's a great teammate, and he's cool in the clubhouse. He's been great to my family. He's always checking in. He's just a really good human being. So it's been really sweet to watch all the success that he's had in his big league career. And I have no doubts that he's going to continue to have a ton more, despite him killing me on defense in this game. Like, nothing against him as a player or a person, but it seems like every time there's a ball hit to him, I mess it up somehow.
Have you had that conversation with him yet? Have you reached out to him to ask him what's going on?
Not yet. I'm just going to wait till I can see him, and I'm going to jump on him and put him in a chokehold or something. I should definitely have won a couple more games. We need to practice defense in Pittsburgh because I've been slipping.
Well, runners here in Queens at first and second, winning run in scoring position. Jeff McNeil has Ahmed Rosario facing Joe Kelly. Ooh, Rexy.
Cole,
that doesn't quite have the distance.
Sorry to interrupt, Robert. Cole, we'll let you
Yes,
get
sir.
on with your games for the night. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had fun in the Players League.
Absolutely.
Hey, Cole,
Thank you guys
thanks,
so
man.
much
It was
for having
great. Yeah, great catching up with you, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll talk soon.
No doubt. Hope to see you soon, Robert. We'll see you guys.
You got it, man. All right. Cole Tucker from the Pittsburgh Pirates, really one of the more enjoyable streamers of this league. I know he didn't have the results that he would have hoped for, but I love his energy. I love his passion for the stream, and he's always answering those questions there in the chat. Here we have runners at first and second. Jake Marisnick, acquired in the offseason from the Astros, facing Joe Kelly, ahead in the count, 2-1. Remember, Jeff McNeil sitting one game back of Gavin Lux in the standings. Both of these players, that's perfect. That is perfect. And he just walked it off. Jake Marisnick. It's Jake Farm Day. Jake Marisnick with the walk-off homer to give Jeff McNeil the home run, and you saw it right here in our primetime stream. Just one of the 40 games across the league tonight, many of these games with playoff implications. What do you say, chat? How about that? First, it was Cody Bellinger tying it with one out in the third to force extra innings, and then in the fourth inning, Jake Marisnick giving Jeff McNeil the win. Wow. Joe Kelly serves it up. Oh, and we're getting the postgame treatment for Jake Marisnick. So a big win there for Jeff McNeil. He's always been putting up some good numbers in his stream. Mets fans coming in strong for the Jeff McNeil streams here during MLB The Show 20 Players League.
That's a big
All
win,
right, so
Robert. That's a big win.
That is. So that's going to put Gavin Lux, that's going to drop him to 18-8, and it's going to put Jeff McNeil at 18-8. So they're going to be in a virtual tie. But as I said, they're kind of in the middle of the pack. Gallo and Snell are in. The only thing left to be decided between those two is who's going to get the top seed. The regular season, remember, will wrap up on Wednesday with a special doubleheader on ESPN2. So 2 more games after tonight left in the regular season, and then it's the playoffs. Quarterfinals, semifinals, best of 3, and our championship series will be a best of 5. All right, so
Robert,
Jeff
we
McNeil.
got another guest stepping up. Let me bring him in.
All right, what do we got?
We got
John Duplantier. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, not much. Doing well yourself?
Not bad. You played Blake Snell. I saw he
did.
jumped out to a big lead. How did that end up finishing?
We ended up 7-3. I ended up getting hitting a homer with Eduardo Escobar to knock the lead down a little. Man, some bad luck.
Blake Snell is one of the favorites really to win it all by how well he's been playing. What are your impressions of playing of Blake and kind of his skill level right now?
Dude's swinging it, you know. He jumped out on me pretty quick. He was swinging the bat pretty well. And also, I feel like just as a team, if there's a team set up for a 3-inning game, it's the Rays. They're solid.
Yeah. Yeah, that bullpen. I mean, look, in real life, the Rays bullpen is a big time weapon, but also in this game, despite them not having really any gold cards in that pen, the silvers and bronze, they bring heat and they bring velocity. Hey, John, let me ask you, what have been your impressions of your participation here in the Players League? What have you enjoyed about it so far?
This has been a blast. This has been a blast. I didn't know what I was going to think. I didn't know what to think about initially, but getting in it, actually playing, and getting to be able to talk to some guys and do stuff like this and interact with the fans, like, it's cool. It's cool. I think haters said stuff like, "Hey man, let's keep this going." Like, I may be down for real.
Yeah.
So this has been nice.
I love that idea. I love the idea. Look, I know you guys are. When your day job is a very difficult one. There are very demanding time constraints with your job, but we all know that. But yes, I agree with you. I would love to see another form of this carry on, because I think really, John, that the fans have also responded to you. I know the fans enjoy getting a chance to ask you questions, and I think the players also enjoy that give and take as well.
No doubt. I mean, right now, in the stream, I had a fan say, "Hey, you got a new fan from Mexico." I've never been to Mexico, but like that in itself, that was just cool to me. Like, one person in Mexico knows who I am and like is a fan of mine. Like, hey, my day's been made. So,
yeah,
we can just keep little things like that going. I mean, the game gets to grow. Just spread a little love here and there.
Hey, let me ask you a baseball question. I think I asked it to you in one of the previous streams, but I think the answer is so good that it's maybe for people that didn't get a chance to hear it. What's it like to play for Torey Lovullo, and what has he meant to the kind of the early stages of your career?
Playing for Torey it's a blessing. You hear stories about you hear stories about getting called up and playing for managers, or even in other sports, you hear about these just hard-nosed, old-school coaches that really make it tough on young guys. It's a sink or swim type of environment, but in the worst way, not in a great way. Torey provides an environment where the young guys like myself, Zach Gallen, Alex Young, all of us, we feel like we're heard. He makes a point to come and get to know us. He walks around during BP every day, and he talks to somebody. He may not talk to you every day, to somebody, and he's going to come say, hey, which means a lot, especially when a lot of baseball, especially early in your career, it's about like feeling like you belong, right? Like, you're earning your stripes. You want to feel like I'm supposed to be here, and Torey makes you feel like you're supposed to be there. And on top of that, he also he challenges you. I mean, I've been challenged by Torey multiple times, where it's been like, hey, dude, I think that this, and it's like, I hope it's not this, but I think this, and this is what it looks like, and hey, we need to fix that. You got it, Torey. All right, let's go. So best of both worlds. I've loved it so far.
Yeah. Here we're watching Jeff McNeil take on Cole Tucker. Remember, you just saw McNeil walk off Gavin Lux of the Dodgers. So Jeff is right back at it, looking for another win. He went 3 up, 3 down. Now Cole Tucker is batting in the bottom of the first. John, how do you feel like your skills have progressed as the league has gone on?
Greatly. My plate discipline has gotten a lot better. It didn't snow. He threw a lot of changeups down the zone that just fooled me. But, I mean, I'm learning to take pitches. I'm learning I'm timing. My timing's better when I'm hitting. So, I mean, this, like, at the game myself, I'm getting better. It makes me kind of want to get into Diamond Dynasty and maybe a little bit more. I've got some requests. Yeah, I'm really thinking about it. So
you should,
we may do that.
You should play a little battle royale, 3-inning games, similar to this, or very similar to this format. I really think that you would enjoy it. Here we see Bo Bichette has opened up a 5-0 lead on Ty Buttrey and the Angels, still batting in the top of the second, 2 outs. Bo Bichette, he's in a comfortable position right now. 19-7 going in. He's behind Blake Snell. Bo Bichette has been one of the really good players in this league, John.
Oh, yeah. He got me pretty good. Yeah, no. I mean, the thing is, it's crazy. It's like you can tell. You can sometimes tell between position players and pitchers, and how they swing the bat in this game, and also right like.
Yeah.
I was playing against Carlos Santana, and it was like he was pitching me like he was actually pitching a position player, and he goes, "Okay, this would work in real life." It's trying to tunnel fastballs and changeups and sliders, and it was like, oh man, like this dude's actually out here pitching, you know. And then I mean, you guys like me and some other pitchers who were just swinging out of our shoes every chance we get. It's like, oh, now that looks good. It's hack. Bo's taking pitches. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to see that.
Well, here we're back at Dodger Stadium. Gavin Lux finds himself trailing to Tommy Kahnle in the New York Yankees 3-0.
I love it.
Now, yeah, these are two lineups, John, because of there's diamonds everywhere on both of these teams.
Yeah.
That if Lux and Kahnle can get hot on the sticks, I mean, these are two lineups that could win it all.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. You know, you see there's a lot of juice in those lineups. I mean, Lux jumped on me pretty early in our game. I got four, had a walk-off against the Dodgers. Clutch Carson came in super clutch for me, but it was one of those things where it was like, all right, you're really trying to ride the edges against this lineup in this game.
Yeah. Well, Lux does have the leadoff runner on first as Max Muncy was able to beat the shift. So Lux now has Jock Peterson at the plate facing Zach Britton. And that misses. It's 2-0. Once again, Tommy Kahnle. And Tommy Kahnle is one of those players that's in that log jam for fighting for that 8th and final playoff spot. They're kind of in that 6, 7, 8, 9 range. Kahnle coming into tonight, 17-8. Dwight Smith Jr., Lucas Giolito right now rounding out our final or our last of the top 8 players. That could be 2, and it's not. So the runner is able to beat the throw at first. Inning remains alive, still 3-0 Tommy Kahnle on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John, what have you been doing to try to stay sharp during this time away?
You know, we've been fortunate. The weather in Houston's been pretty good. It's actually, I think it's hotter in Arizona than it is in Houston right now. So being able to get outdoors, being able to still go and work out and stuff like that, you know, keep the body moving, feels great. And then just stuff to keep your mind sharp, you know? I mean, not saying this game necessarily makes you a better baseball player, but like being able to be in situations, just keep your baseball IQ going, no matter how little you think it is. Like just keeping the competitive juices going. That's
well, if Bo Bichette, and we saw him, we checked in his game and just a few seconds ago, and he was up 5-0. If he goes on to win, then Bo Bichette has officially clinched a playoff spot. That would put him in that 3 seed, and it looks like he just went deep as we go back to Anaheim. And yes, he just went deep. So he is opening up a big lead on Ty Buttrey and the Los Angeles Angels, and he's looking for more, batting in the top of the 3rd. It's already 8-0 there in Anaheim. John, you mentioned something about this game, trying to keep your mind sharp. Lucas Giolito, I think, has said that he has used this game in the past to try to implement what his scouting report be against his upcoming opponent. Could you see that working? Yeah, is that something that you would consider trying?
I would be interested to see how well that plays. Because I mean, the thing is, this game, like, it depends on how well the game matches up in real life, right? Like, I mean, the game is just a bunch of ones and zeros, and it's statistics and odds, you know? So I could definitely see that working. Or at least giving somebody a good outline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I could see that. That'd be a little bit
out
there
rookie
for me.
mode. Yeah, he said he would play it on rookie mode.
I love that.
Yeah, so he was assured that he would be successful.
Robert, we got a new guest. Let's bring him in.
Sweet.
Okay. All right.
Got Dwight Smith Jr.
Hey, Dwight Smith Jr., how you doing, man?
Good. How are y'all?
Doing great. Dwight, you're in that playoff mix. We're here with John Duplantier of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dwight, you're in the hunt for that playoff picture. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel like I finished the last day pretty strong. I'm in a good spot, so we're gonna see what happens. I don't know what's going on, what's the standings right now, but I saw it was close.
Dwight, we've talked about, and you have talked about, that your patience as at the plate has been a big key for you. And I think that some of our players that are listening and watching in the chat, that patience at the plate is something that we all kind of struggle with at some point. Can you elaborate a little bit about how patience at the plate has really served you well in this league?
Yeah, you got to be patient. You just got to wait on the pitch you're looking for in that game. It's kind of like real life. So you ain't just going to swing at a pitch on the black every time. You just got to wait for the pitcher to make a mistake, and that's all I was waiting on the whole time.
Dwight, what have been the best things about the fan interaction? I know Oriole fans have been showing you a lot of love and support in your streams. What has that fan interaction been like for you?
Oh, the fan interaction has been awesome. The fans been like catching on to every phrase I say. They got along with the boom boom room. It might become a thing once the season starts, but I don't know. But the fans been great. They've been holding on to every moment, and I'm just glad to put on a show for them and just give them something to enjoy during this time.
Well, here we're taking a peek at Trevor May and Blake Snell. And Trevor has jumped out to a 3-0 lead on Blake Snell at the Trop. 3-0, top of the second. Tyler Duffy against G-Man Choi. And it looks like G-Man just went deep.
Hit that out?
He did. He went
not my dog.
off Tyler Duffy, so the lead is down to 2. Dwight, what was it like to play Blake, and how would you assess his chances of possibly going all the way?
Playing Blake, I actually jumped out to like a quick lead, but then he just started squaring everything up, laying off of pitches. He can definitely hit in the game, that's for sure. He's a dangerous opponent.
All right, so there we are at the Trop, and that's going to be grounded out to first. Dwight, what have you been doing to keep in shape and stay sharp during this time away?
I actually been working out in my garage. I really haven't done that since high school, and just throwing my dad in the front of the house, hitting in the cage whenever I can. So I've been doing pretty much what I would do in the off season.
Yeah. Now, your dad played in the big leagues. What has he meant to your journey, and what are some of the things that he has imparted to you?
He's been everything to me, on and off the field. He's been like a best friend, a dad, a coach, all in one. So he's been there every step of the way for me. So I can't thank him enough for that.
Yeah. And John, what about you? Who have been some of your biggest influences? As I think Blake just went deep again. It's now 3-2. Who've been some of your biggest influences, John?
My dad didn't play baseball, but my dad has actually been huge for me just because he thinks so clearly, right? So he's able to kind of slow me down in a lot of situations and really let me see the situations for what they are. I've had some older guys that I've just been fortunate to kind of play with since I got called up. I mean, Adam Jones has been awesome for me. Did you play with Jonesy, Dwight? Yeah.
No, I was actually in Toronto before I played against him.
Okay, yeah. So we had Jonesy last year when I got up, and Jonesy was great. Taiwan Walker was great for me last year, and then the guys we got on the team really. So kind of still trying to figure out, what's going on. But like my dad's been huge for me.
Dwight, John and Josh Hader hinted that they would be down for this league continuing in some form or fashion down the road.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Oh, I'll definitely be down for that. This league's been fun. I've had a lot of joy playing all the guys and seeing how they see their game on the sticks. So I'm always down for that.
All right, so a change call to the bullpen for Trevor May. He is still leading 3-2, but 2 homers have cut that lead to 1. This is Kevin Kiermaier swinging and missing on a high fastball. This question for both of you: the nature of Major League Baseball, you play every day. There is so much failure that is associated with this game. How do you guys keep it together? How do you stay focused? And more importantly, how do you turn things around when things aren't going well? You first, Dwight.
I'll just take it as like every pitch like is different, every moment is different. So if you fail at one moment, there's going to be plenty of other moments in 162 games. So I wouldn't get that too down on yourself if you go through those bumps and bruises, and then don't get too high on the highs when you're going good. So you can always get better. That's the way I take it, day by day.
What about you, John?
Yeah, so to piggyback off of that, like he was talking about not getting too high on the highs and too lows on the lows, you know, like trying to find this neutral that you can kind of ride, and like you can get a little bit up on that, a little bit down, because that's human, but trying to limit the peaks and valleys has been huge. And then also kind of just realize that there is so much failure in this. Failing in one moment does not correlate with failing in the next, right? Like you can pack that up and forget it, you know. It's just that being able to be in the moment, being present, and then just attacking it.
And you're a pitcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So pitching is different from being a position player, because we used to play every day, and pitchers like y'all starting pitch every 5th day, and relievers like you never know when y'all can come in. So everybody's have a different mentality.
All right, so Trevor May is able to get out of the inning, still leading 3-2. Trevor needs to basically win out and needs a lot of help to get back into that playoff picture, but he's kind of on the periphery. Hey, John, we're going to let you go. Thanks for stopping in, man. It was great to catch up with you throughout this league, and good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully you're back playing baseball very soon.
Cool. Thank you. All right, y'all take it easy.
You got it.
All right, you too.
All right, let's stay here with
Dwight.
Dwight.
Hold on, Dwight. We want to talk to you some more.
Hang on. This, we're taking a peek at Bo Bichette. He is now in the playoffs. He's won 2 games. He just beat Ty Buttrey. Now he's taking on Matt Carpenter of the St. Louis Cardinals. But Bo Bichette is in the playoffs. Dwight, how familiar were you with MLB The Show before this league started?
I was pretty familiar with it ever since I bought my PlayStation like years ago, I say about 2014. So I've been playing the show pretty much since then, and it was like the only baseball game out. So I was like, I gotta play a baseball game. And I remember one of my buddies, Reggie McClain with the Phillies now. When I first started, he whooped my butt, like put like 11 runs up on me like in 3 innings. I was like, all right, I gotta learn play this game. So I just learned from there. I just kept playing it ever since.
All right, we can tell you that Jeff McNeil has beaten Cole Tucker 5-0. Tommy Kahnle just beat Gavin Lux 3-0. So that's 2 straight losses for Gavin Lux. Big win for Tommy Kahnle. And Joey Gallo lost 6-5. Wow, that's a surprising result.
Who do you lose to?
Let me see. Colin, do you have that? I don't. Ian Happ. Ian Happ has now won 7 in a row. So Ian Happ beats Joey Gallo 6-5. That's a big win for Ian Happ. Wow. Jeez. But Joey Gallo has already clinched a playoff spot. Hey, Dwight, like most of us that play this game, we love opening packs, right? You love opening packs as well, especially when you stream. How is your pack luck, and have you pulled any good cards recently?
My pack luck was kind of like below average, but I did draw a diamond John Franco, so I got that, and then I sold it. I got a couple Taylor Roger cards. I think I got a Starlin Marte in there, so I got a lot of cards. and I flipped him, and I ended up getting like a Christian Yelich. Ended up getting him on my team, and then I got Harper. So I got a couple lefties now.
Well, check this out, Dwight. I was streaming about a month ago, and during my stream, I was opening up some packs. Normally, my pack luck is trash, but I pulled a Mike Trout. I pulled the big, giant white whale Mike Trout. That's the one you want.
That's so hard to do. I've actually had friends that's drawn like 2 in packs, so I'm like, how? I want this Trout card so bad. Did you end up selling it or you kept it?
No, I kept it, and he's in my Diamond Dynasty team right now. It's Trout, Mantle, and Yelich in my outfield. The Yelich card, I mean, look, you said you have him. It even though it's a diamond, I feel like it plays above its stats. That card just rakes and does damage all the time. There's a perfect from Boba Jet. How is your Diamond Dynasty team, Dwight?
My Diamond Dynasty team is pretty solid. I got a lot of them team affinity players on my team, and a couple guys from the markets. It's pretty much all Diamond pretty much right now, except for like a couple golds that I like Nelson Cruz and Giancarlo. I got some big bats on my teams. You never know, you would need that one run.
That's right. Well, here Bo Bichette threatened in the second inning against Matt Carpenter. First and second, no one out. So a real life baseball question, Dwight, and we talked about it earlier. The Baltimore Orioles, they're in a different phase right now of their franchise. They're trying to build to something special there in Baltimore. What's it like being a part of that clubhouse? What's it like being a part of that organization right now?
It's awesome right now because everybody's trying to go the same direction, and a lot of guys are out there trying to prove themselves. So it's a lot of us are alike in that locker room, and it's pretty fun to watch when you see us play.
All right, so it's no score here. Now, Ian Happ, Dwight, I mentioned the big win for him against Joey Gallo. There is a chance that he could bump some people, including yourself, in that for that race for the 8th spot. You got to keep an eye out on Ian Happ, huh?
Wow, yeah, he was pretty tough. I actually had to come back on him in the one game we played, and he was tough. I ended up jumping out to a lead early, and then he almost came back. But that's a dangerous team too. There's so many stacked teams, I feel like, in this game that you can't sleep on any team.
Well, I think what you have done is we're back here at Tropicana Field. Blake Snell has the tying run at third, 2 outs. Mike Zunino, Sergio Romo on the hill for Trevor May.
Oh,
Zunino, perfect. Oh, wow.
Robert, we got another card trader joining us.
Perfect line out. Come on, man.
We're joined by Hunter Pence.
Gee,
what's up?
Hunter, did you see what happened there with Blake?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened.
All right, so he has the time third. He's got Mike Zunino at the plate, and he hits Zunino, gets a perfect, but he ends up lining out to left to end the game.
Hate to see it happen. You hate to see it happen. I don't know if I know I'm out of the playoffs, but I just had one of the biggest heartbreaks of all time. I gotta give it up for Stanek. I was throwing a no-hitter, 2 outs, up 1-0, and it fouls off like 6 pitches. I'm trying to throw a slider in the dirt with Moranta. He throws it right down the middle, homer to tie. Next guy, 0-2, like all sorts of balls fouling off. Try to throw another changeup in the dirt, hangs it, walk off, back-to-back jacks, like nasty. This league has been insane. It's been so much heartbreak. Hey, send that again, Snell. Sorry about that. I was talking. It's been so much heartbreak, but it's been such an awesome time. Like I've been appreciating getting to play against everyone. I feel like I know all the players better than I did before. Everyone that's joined the league. It's been just a cool experience.
Well, we're taking a peek here, a live look at Lucas Giolito's stream. He's taking on Juan Soto. And you see Soto has just beaten him 3-1. Hunter, I feel like Juan Soto has had some good wins in this league. I feel like every time I see him, he's hitting tanks. He's had some good wins, but I think he needs some help to get into the playoffs.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He
Everything.
Yeah. So there's.
I snuck a victory off on him.
What was that score? Do you remember?
It was like 2-1 or something. Like he scored a run because I threw a ball into the stands. It was a close game. Like I must be like better at pitching than hitting, obviously, because like I look at everyone's ERA and I'm actually up there in ERA, like pitching pretty good. Offensively, not so good. Dude, you rake, by the way. Your at bats are so frustrating. Like you don't swing at anything that's a ball.
No. You can't.
It's impressive. Oh, and I'm live now. I'm back playing.
Okay. Who are you up against right now?
The Snellzilla, man, the one and only.
9 in a row.
Okay.
My.
All right. So
he's won 9
Blake
in a row.
Snell is going to have some extra motivation. Be sure to check out. You can go to twitch.tv/Hunter Pence to check out that stream. Again, open up those tabs. Keep us locked here. Flip back and forth. We're underway. Giants and Rays. Oh, barehanded scoop. Got him at first.
Good, squared up on myself. Get out of here, ball.
Dwight, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
HP Homer with HP.
Amazing
Gotta love it. Way to go, HP. Give me some daps, dude. I should have R2'd it or whatever.
Dwight, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks
we
a lot,
totally
Dwight.
enjoyed watching you during the league.
All right.
Baby, let's
Baltimore loves
go. Back to back.
Well, I appreciate it.
We need to get you and Hunter to play against each other in some DD sometime.
Yeah, Don. What's your ranking in Diamond Dynasty, Dwight?
I'm like in the 600-700s right now. I
my gosh,
playing
dude.
Diamond Dynasty since like I started this tournament, but I was up there before I stopped.
What are you doing for practice then?
Bro, I literally
how do you practice?
I play it here and there. I play Diamond Dynasty. Like I play against like Cy Young and like all them goons in the game. And I literally just play Diamond Dynasty or like Battle Royale. That's another one. Games. Yeah, I'll just play really good pitching.
Yeah, okay, so you play against harder pitching because sometimes I get used to that timing and then this league is a little bit slower. So it confuses me a little.
Yeah. I'll also play somebody with my team on the same settings as the league just because like the stuff is so slow. And like I normally play on like All-Star or like Hall of Fame, which is like way faster.
This might be my best offensive inning of all time. Snell, are you there?
Oh, he's
there. You hear him? I see him.
No, he's not in here. We're watching his stream.
I see him though.
Yeah, you see him.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
You just hit another homer?
Another homer.
I got 3 jacks
in this inning.
I think I have 3 homers the entire league.
What are you talking about? You're hitting just fine right now.
This is the best I've ever done. Dwight, I need to talk to you more, man. Keep talking to me, bro. The black and orange uni teams.
So a big lead for Hunter Pence, and he's still batting in the top of the first. Oh, my goodness.
Wilmer Flores is just a ball player.
Dwight, we were going to say goodbye, but I think Hunter wants you to stay.
No, that was my last out. Dwight, I'll let you get out of here, dude.
Dwight,
appreciate it
so much, man.
Good luck in the playoffs, too.
I appreciate it. You're great, man.
I'll be watching it for sure.
Hold on, you cut out. What'd you say?
I don't have my light on. I'll be watching it for sure.
All right. Any pointers? Any tips?
Keep being you, man. Don't swing at the bad ones. Don't swing at a bad one.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Keep that patience, man. It's draining. It's draining. You throw all these good pitches, and you just take them.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Thanks, Dwight. Man. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you, Dwight. Dwight Smith of the Baltimore Orioles, and You see Blake Snell now batting in the bottom of the first, taking on
All right.
Hunter
We're in a
Pence.
homer fest.
3-0, or 3 runs in the first. Oh, boy. And the lead is now cut down to 2. All right. AOE wants some more scores in the chat. Here we go. Let's get some more scores going. Matt Carpenter is now 3-2 in the bottom of the second on Bo Bichette. Jeff McNeil, looking for his 3rd straight win of the night, is up 2-1 on David Dahl in the second. And Lucas Giolito, you saw him lose to Juan Soto. And Trevor May, who beat Blake Snell before Snell's game against Hunter Pence, with that win, Trevor May is now just a game and a half out of the final playoff spot. So there's a lot of competition for that 8th spot. A whole bunch of teams battling for just 1 or 2 spots right now. Here it's 3-1 at the Trop. Blake Snell trying to avoid his 2nd consecutive loss. And back here at Coors Field, this is Jeff McNeil looking to close out David Dahl. Pete Alonso at the plate. What a rookie season for Alonso. A National League home run record, and he goes opposite field at Coors. It's now 4-2. The Polar Bear.
Hunter, you've been one of our favorite streamers. We really appreciate everything you've done. What has been your favorite thing about the Players League?
Just getting to meet everybody, and honestly, just like I've fallen in love with this game because of this. And like it makes you feel like you're playing baseball. The game's amazing, and there's a connection and a bond that we've built with all of the players in this league. It's just really cool to be a part of.
Here, Robinson Cano sends one to second. By the way, Jeff McNeil has clinched a playoff spot. So he has clinched a playoff spot no matter what happens in this game against David Dahl. Even though he's leading 4-2 and sends another base hit the other way. And Hunter Pence is spending time with us here as he takes on Blake Snell. Need to check on Hunter's twitch.tv/Hunter Pence, twitch.tv/classically famous. Here we go. All right.
Dude, Snell is not
down the line. So Jeff McNeil coming into the playoffs in the postseason on a high note. He is playing extremely well. And he's hitting well with Ahmed Rosario. All right, we're back at the Trop. This game is now tied at 3. Blake Snell answered with a 3 spot of his own in the bottom of the first, and he's now looking for more. All right, fly ball to center is caught.
We got it out. We got it out.
For out number 1. Wow. Yep, Hunter's time to check out that bullpen. And you've been using this Melvin Adon card quite a bit, Hunter, in league play.
I have actually. It's he throws cheddar. He doesn't have much control, but he's got nasty stuff. Well, not nasty enough.
That's nasty, all right, but it's a home run for Blake. So 4 unanswered runs for Blake Snell.
I mean, that's like not even a bad pitch. He's just good.
Yeah, he went down and got that. It's 5-3, Blake Snell on Hunter Pence. Remember, Hunter hit 3 home runs in the top of the first, but Blake has come roaring back. This is Kevin Kiermaier. Oh, that's a good pitch there. Nearly painted.
Cover the bag.
Kiermaier. Oh, off the glove of Brandon Belt. Can he beat him? No. Wow. You're going to have a chat with Brandon Belt.
No, with Adon, he needs to cover the bag. Right?
Oh, good point. Good point. All right, here's Yandy Diaz. Boy, a long first inning. Already the second pitcher in the inning for Pence. Fernando Tatis Jr., who is on that playoff bubble, he's losing to Rhys Hoskins right now, 6-0.
Oh, my.
You see Ty Buttrey and Tommy Kahnle. Kahnle is hoping to get a playoff spot. That game is going to be upcoming soon. Here at the Trop, it's 2 outs, top of the first. Now, is he going to bring in a pinch hitter for Chirinos? And it looks like he will. Oh, no, he won't. He's going to stay with Chirinos. Oh, yeah, he's okay. He's going to a pinch hitter. Joey Wendell is the pinch hitter. And he serves that one to right. Blake is on one, man. Blake is on one. He is tough to get out.
There we go. All right. We got out of the inning eventually.
That will end the inning, but a big one for Blake Snell as he scores 5 and now leads 5-3. Remember, the regular season will wrap up on Wednesday with a doubleheader on ESPN2. That comes your way at 10 o'clock Eastern.
I need Dwight Smith Jr. back. 100%.
You want us to give him a call, see if he can join the stream, give you some more luck?
Yes, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I don't have my IT with me. There we go. I was too bright.
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Now we're ready to hit.
Crawford. Oof. Remember, top 8 teams, top 8 players get into the postseason. Quarters and semifinals are a best of 3, and our championship series will be a best of 5. Blake Snell has already clinched a playoff spot. He clinched it before the night began. He and Joey Gallo atop the league standings.
Whew.
How about Diego Castillo throwing a sinker at 100 miles per hour?
Yeah, I love him in the Battle Royale. He's nasty. Oof.
All right, we can tell you that
Class
on the
A.
bubble right now, Giolito, May, Amir Garrett, and Fernando Tatis Jr. are all a game back of that final playoff spot. So the bubble is crowded for the 8th and final playoff spot. Oh, down the line. That's fair. There you go. Blake, I'm sorry, Hunter, I haven't seen you hit like this all season.
It's definitely the best I've hit.
Small ball.
It's
Small
definitely
ball.
the best I've hit.
So now Hunter is threatening here in the top of the second. Got a lot of Giant fans in your chat, Hunter.
Heck yeah, the Giants Nation, baby, staying strong, keeping me encouraged after that heartbreaker game 1 today. Whew.
All right, virtual Hunter Pence now at the plate.
Good eye, virtual HP.
We are I'm patching in another guess here. Give me a second.
Okay. All right, so bases loaded. No one out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, we are joined by David Dahl.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's going to be deep enough to score a run. I thought you had a grand slam. And joining us now from the Colorado Rockies is David Dahl. David, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. Just got dominated again, but I'm doing well. Just got dominated again, but
oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, kind of at a loss for words. I've lost like 10 or 11 straight.
Well, you know what? I know how frustrating that can be, but Despite all that, what has been your impressions of the league so far?
It was really fun. It was a good time getting on, playing against other guys in the league. Wish I was a little better, won some more games for the fans out there, but it is what it is. But I had a good time.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get a chance to continue to keep playing, and would you be up for if this league continued in some form or fashion? Would you be up for that?
Yeah, I would play. I don't know if the Rockies would want to get someone a little better than me, but I would definitely play it again.
Well, I think you've had a good attitude, and you mentioned the fans, and I know the fans have really enjoyed just getting a chance to ask you guys questions and have really enjoyed the back and forth. What have been your impressions of that aspect of this whole event?
Yeah, they definitely seem to enjoy it. They all were telling me what to do, though, so it's kind of getting frustrating when everyone was talking about telling me how to hit on this thing. And but it was fun interacting with them and listening to looking at their comments and everything. It was fun interacting with them.
Wait a minute, David. Are you telling me that the chat was giving you ideas and thought that they had answers to everything? That does not sound like any chat I know.
What's going on? Happens for everyone.
Hey, Dahl, I feel your pain though, man. This game is stressful and it's tough, especially when you're taking some tough L's. I just hit a perfect fly ball with nobody out and the bases loaded and got a triple play because I was like listening in here and the running. I didn't even push a button and they just all went.
Yeah,
I mean,
Snell, you beat me so bad. I just started drilling all your players. I think
Snell did. No, me and you had like an extra inning.
It was like 15-0.
Me and you had an extra inning game.
Yeah, we had a close one. That was a tough loss that I had on that one.
We were all throwing balls around and stuff.
I took Nolan out to pinch run Hilliard, and then I got a hit and scored him. So that looked like a good move for me there.
Yeah, it was kind of clutch. Did he ever come back up? I forget.
No, he ended up not coming up. I think you walked it off the next inning or 2 innings later. No, he ended up not coming up. I think you walked it off the next inning or 2 innings
David,
later.
I saw that game that you had with Blake, and things did get chippy there at the end. I think your pitcher got run.
Yeah, I figured if I'm going to lose this bad, I might as well get something going here, get a little drama, see if we can get someone thrown out. Definitely worked. I was going through pitchers.
You sure did. You sure did. Oh, my goodness. All right, so it's 5-4. Snell trying to close out Pence in the
Hold on, Robert.
third
Did you
inning.
see my triple play? I'm just curious. Did we hear about this?
You know what? I thought that you had tagged successfully because
I did too.
I looked away and saw that it was caught at the wall, and I turned to look at David to ask him a question. I must say I was oblivious to all of that. You were doubled up, or it was a triple play?
Triple play on a perfect fly ball, not line drive, from my 3-hole hitter.
That's the worst.
That's life.
That happens.
Hey, but we're coming back. We're rallying back, chat. We're rallying back.
No outs. He's threatening. He's got the time.
It's my own
run
fault for not paying attention to the base running, though. Dahl, was the base running a problem for you, or did you figure that out pretty good?
I got better as the thing went on. I was terrible. It didn't let Nolan get to anything. I was kind of upset about that.
Right? Yeah, you get a little. It can, especially because he's like one of the best defensive third basemen all time. I haven't played with him. I want his card so bad.
Yeah.
Good card.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the defense was the toughest part.
Yeah,
I felt like.
Card.
Yeah. I felt for me the defense was the toughest part. I felt there was a lot of balls that I should have caught, and then I would click the wrong button, switch to a different guy, like a guy that I shouldn't have switched to. So
it takes a lot of practice. I've practiced a lot for this, and I'm still kind of messing up a lot.
Yeah. Really?
David, we're going to let you go, man. And once again, thanks for first of all, thanks for agreeing to participate in the Players League. I know Rocky fans were thrilled to have you. Fans getting a chance to ask you questions. We hope that you had fun, and maybe, like you said, if it's down the road, maybe we can do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. I'm gonna practice. If we do it again, I'm gonna win a little more games.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, man. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you back on the field real soon.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Meantime, Hunter Pence has come all the way back and tied it. So new ball game at Tropicana Field. Here's Nick Anderson facing Brandon Crawford. We can tell you that Lux and Edwards, no score in the second. So Gavin Lux, who has had a rough night so far, scoreless in the seconds against Carl Edwards Jr. of the Seattle Mariners. Fernando Tatis just lost. He is eliminated. Fernando Tatis Jr. eliminated from playoff contention.
Oh my gosh!
Go ahead. Go! Wow! Wow!
What just happened? And then that happens.
Holy moly!
I did not mean to do that. I thought I was trying to send them back. I was trying to send them back and I sent them forward. It worked.
I don't know how you pulled that off, Hunter.
I did not mean to. With 13 speed.
Blake is going wild right now on his stream. We can't hear him. Maybe it's a good thing we can't
I wish I could hear him. Hold up. Oh my God. You never see it coming. You never see the 13 speed belt coming.
That's what I was
he's
that was
invisible.
Brandon Belt. How did Brandon
That was
Belt
Belt,
beat
13. That? I don't know. It was like Belt and Flores, the slowest guys in the game. Minus Yadier Molina and Buster Posey.
Oh my goodness.
I have 10 hits. A base. He can't cry because I went bases loaded, perfect fly ball, triple play. So it's a good game either way.
He's got to hug the pooch. I don't blame him. Hug the pooch. Get back on track.
He has a pooch that he's hugging. I need some of that.
Yeah,
for sure. We all need to hug the pooch.
Luke Jackson, put that on a T-shirt, everyone. We all need to hug a pooch. Put that on a T-shirt. Luke Jackson is leading Ian Happ 1-0 in the second. Check that. Ian Happ is now leading Luke Jackson 2-1. So the updates are happening very, very quickly here. But Hunter Pence now 3 outs away from handing Blake Snell his second consecutive loss. Snell has already clinched a playoff spot, but he had a shot and was hoping to take the top seed from Joey Gallo, who is 23-4. Joey Gallo is set to play Juan Soto and Ian Happ. All right, so
I need to clutch up with my pitching one time. I have bad memories, Robert. I have bad memories. No!
Endless Warrior 2, Ian Happ, his Twitch page can be found.
Yeah, don't
if you go
attack
to MLB/Players League. There's a link to his Twitch page. It's twitch.tv/IHAP_1. And he has now opened up a 3-1 lead on Luke Jackson in the second inning. Ian Happ.
It's just not easy. He's a good hitter, chat.
7 in a row. Cheesy 612, we appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Oh. Here we
Hunter,
go.
where can people find you? Because you're all over the place.
You can find me in the Giving Up Walk-Off Homers Club. That's two for the day. But yeah, twitch.tv/Hunter Pence, Instagram Hunter Pence, Twitter Hunter Pence. Also, me and my wife, she has a YouTube channel that I'm on all the time. Let's Get Lexi. So you can find us there. And yeah, man, that's where you can find me.
Wow. Harlan Garcia serves up the walk-off homer. Yandy Diaz goes deep. Big homers in the postseason for the Rays and a big homer here for Blake Snell as he comes from behind to win. Blake, you have been involved in some games that have been weird.
Blake's
some
not
games
with us,
that have
Robert.
been...
Blake's not with us. So.
No, Hunter. I said Hunter has been involved. Yeah, Hunter, you've been involved in some games that have been close, games that have been weird. This one was weird and close.
Yeah, both my games have been leading into the last inning and then giving up back-to-back homers. But, yeah, I've had great games, to be honest. I have a terrible record, but it's been super fun. I've had so many extra inning games. You know, it's been wild. They've been really good fun. And, man, it really has been a good time. This league has been amazing.
Well, here we're taking a live look at Tommy Kahnle's stream, and he's taking on Ty Buttrey and the Angels. And Tommy Kahnle, virtual Kahnle, is facing virtual Mike Trout, with the Angels leading 2-1 in the top of the third. So Buttrey looking for some insurance with Mike Trout. Hunter, have you had a chance to play with the Trout card in this year's game?
Oh yeah. That's what I have the most at bats with. I got started off with the Trout card because of the tournament we played in. He was on my team.
It's just an unbelievable card. I mean, of all the live series cards, and look, it's not a shock because he is Mike Trout, but the card delivers, man. It is
I'll tell you,
great card.
I have better stats with Trout than I do the 99 Pence that they gifted me. So, I mean, yeah, it's you know what card though? Have you played with the Thames, the 99 Thames right now? The Battle Royale card right now? It's incredible. Is that possible to get for Diamond Dynasty?
Now, are you talking about just his live series card where he's on the Nationals, or?
No, I'm talking about the current one in the Battle Royale. You know where they do their hot month or whatever?
Yes. Player of the Month, Eric Thames. Yes, that is a really good card. I played with it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, played with it last year or years previous, and that's a really, really good card. And you're right. It's one of those where you see, that when you're drafting in Battle Royale, if you see that card's available for you, you go and grab it because you know it's going to do damage.
Absolutely. So, Robert, what's been your take on this? Have you enjoyed the craziness? And I mean, this is the big day right now.
Yeah. No, it's been really fun. I've enjoyed seeing you guys. I think that you guys have enjoyed it more than what you anticipated. I think that the competitive juices have been flowing. And I think that you guys have been into it and have enjoyed it maybe a little bit more than you thought.
100%. This is, I'll be honest, I didn't know it was this much, this long of a tournament where it was playing so much, but it has been really one of the, we pulled off one of the coolest experiences that we could have in the circumstance that we're in. And I know that the Giants fans have loved it. They've supported me the whole way. They didn't get negative, even though we had some, like you said, some tough losses. I think my play got a lot better, and like I said, I fell in love with the game. And honestly, the mental feeling of the at-bats is so I wish I knew about this game a long time ago. I knew about the game, but I wish that I played it as much because it is very similar. I'm learning and I typically there's different ways looking heater, looking slider, and adjusting from there. But it's a very similar brain reaction thing to hitting. So I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it does help keep your rhythm going.
Well, here we have at Yankee Stadium, 1 out. The go-ahead run is at the plate in the form of Aaron Judge. Justin Anderson is on the hill for Ty Buttrey of the Angels. And you see Tommy Kahnle. We're checking in on his stream, and Aaron Judge swinging on a slider. So now he's down to his final out. And remember, Tommy Kahnle's, this game has playoff implications. And here comes the Undertaker, Hansel Robles for the Angels facing Giancarlo Stanton. Hunter, you talk about how this game is similar or has some qualities that you can draw upon in your real life experience. I think our players really enjoy hearing that aspect of what kind of skills, what kind of maybe real life skills can you apply to this game and to this league?
Yeah, honestly, like the PCI, like putting it on on the ball is really a different and difficult skill. But the timing, the pitch recognition, the high-low, the fastball slider movement it's a similar trigger of the brain, to fire your swing at the right pitch. Because same thing in Major League Baseball, they're throwing balls that look like fastballs that are breaking, and they look like strikes and then they're balls, and they look like they're balls and then they're strikes. So I do think that's kind of that quick decision-making skill is really. It's really helping me with that, and I wish that I think that will help me as a hitter a lot. Actually, I'm really excited about learning this game now.
Robert, Hunter, we got Maverick going to join us here. So the Maverick himself, wearing blades.
All right,
Brett Phillips.
Brett Phillips.
Let's go.
Hey. Royals. Brett, I feel like you've been one of the breakout stars. Hunter has been a big member of our streams and has been carrying us. And then here comes Brett Phillips with dual ear flaps. I love where your head's at.
Hey, shout out to MILB. Never forget where you came from. 8 seasons in the minors. We stick to where we came from. But no, it's been fun. It's been a great time. This, like Hunter said, I've been listening in. MLB The Show, the Players Association, they've done a.
Hold on, we're bringing him right back.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh no, we lost him.
We lost him for a second.
Now we'll bring him back.
Did that Yankees game finish, by the way?
Yeah, Ty Buttrey gets a big win over Tommy Kahnle. Remember, Kahnle's fighting for a playoff spot here at the Trop. Jeff McNeil has a double with 2 outs in the top of the first. Now we're back here.
Brett, sorry about that.
Wow, that was not on my end either.
That was me. That was me.
That was control room Colin.
That was me. Protecting
Brett,
us.
I can't imagine that there is anyone that has enjoyed this league and enjoyed this experience more than you have.
Yeah, like I was saying, I enjoy stuff like this in general. At the end of the day, we're entertainers, not only on the field but off the field, and I think we have a duty as baseball players with the platform we have to do stuff like this. I know Hunter enjoys this stuff. I've watched his streams before, whether it's playing baseball or doing a card stream. I like that kind of stuff. But they want to see personality. They don't want to just see us on the field. Fans want to root for a guy they know and the personality that they have,
Well, right now, twitch.tv/Brett Phillips. That is the Twitch page for Brett Phillips. And it looks like Blake Snell has opened up a lead on Noah Syndergaard in the New York Mets. So Blake
Hunter,
Snell,
what's up, man?
Oh, man. Dude, just having a blast, enjoying the KC helmet, the eye black, man. You've killed it. This whole league has been awesome. I feel like I know a lot of the players that I would have never gotten to know before if it wasn't for this. And you've been so fun to watch and really, it's just been amazing for the league and for myself and to just be a part of this, man. I've enjoyed all of it. But I do agree with you, just coming together and bringing baseball fans together and having competition and it's so realistic. You feel like your digital players are your buddies. I'm talking to them let's go, Buster, right?
Yeah, that's so true. So true.
You feel like you're hanging out with your team.
Funny story. The last time Hunter Pence and I matched up was in a Mario Kart charity tournament.
And not only did he kick my butt in that, obviously the first game of the season in this MLB The Show tournament, we went 9 innings, and he walked me off in that as well. So I'm 0 for 2 lifetime in video games against him. I'm hoping to get a third shot. We'll see what game comes up.
Yeah, but you ended higher in the league than me, so I think you get the overall victory. It's been tough. How has that Adalberto Mondesi card been for you, by the way?
He's a stud. I mean, the guy is like 94
Really
speed. If you put the ball on the ground anywhere, he's going to beat it out, and that's just what it looks like in real life too. He's an unbelievable athlete. I don't know if you've played against him, Hunter, but he's a specimen to say the least.
Yeah, no, we played against them last year.
Good deal. So where are you streaming from? Where are you at?
We're in Arizona still, just waiting for spring training to get going. Just hitting off a wiffle ball machine and playing MLB The Show, doing yoga in the living room, bicep curling, wine bottles, whatever it takes, putting the eye black on. Your future, when you're, shades and eye black, just making sure that sun is definitely not affecting the gameplay.
You and I both know when you're sitting on the bench and you get called upon, you better be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You better be ready.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh, man.
Love that.
Here, we got 3-0 Snell on McNeil. Syndergaard's confidence is shot. He has lost the confidence meter. And now he's facing Yandy Diaz. So Blake Snell is up 3-0 there. We can tell you Ian Happ, I believe, has won now 8 in a row, 7 in a row, something like that. But he
dang!
Is he
sneaking in? Is he sneaking in? Who's that running around in your background, by the way, Brett?
Oh, so me and my wife, we're out here in Arizona as well still. We're staying at a friend's house, Cale Garrison. He's actually the chaplain for the Brewers. He helps out in spring training, and he's got 2 kids. And we also have a dog here, a Doberman, running around. So their 2 kids are running around in the back.
Okay. No, so you got a full house action.
Yeah, full house. There's a lot going on. Like you, we hit off the tee in the back. They put up a pool They put up a above ground pool the other day. So we're filling that up with a hose right now. We're gonna get a little crazy out here.
Dang, love that. It's getting hot. It's getting super hot. Running outside right now is rough. My lips are getting burned, like everything.
100 degrees and climbing, right?
I need some chapstick in the worst way.
All right, here we have.
I think I can send you some over.
That'd be much appreciated, my dude. That'd be much appreciated.
Is it just you and the wifey? Do you guys have a dog or anything?
Just me and the wifey. We actually have a dog en route, but we're not going to be able to get it until they can travel.
Okay.
So I know I'm not supposed to say that. Don't tell Lexi I said that.
I won't tell her. Trust me, I won't.
Nobody heard that.
Chat, you know what to do. Do not clip that.
Chat, you know what to do. Don't tell Lexi you heard that. Because everyone's been telling us to get a dog for forever. She's wanted a dog for forever.
So
I got a live game, guys. I got a live game, bro.
Hunter, we'll let you go focus on the game.
We got to hit it in the box.
Focus on the game.
3-1 lead.
Hunter, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Hunter.
Send thanks to Lexi.
Yes,
this has
thanks
been a real treat for all of us.
wife for her tech support and getting you straight, and it was great to catch up with you, man.
Hey, thank you, Robert. Good to see you, Brett. Colin, you're amazing. I love you.
See you, Hunter.
See ya.
Brett, I'm looking at your chat, and there's some Royal fans still with some hard feelings about the 2014 World Series that Hunter Pence's Giants beat Kansas City in that epic 7-game set. So, that's a rivalry that still dies for a bit.
Tough to swallow, but a guy like Hunter Pence, I mean, you just don't see human beings as good as him in the game of baseball.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great personalities, a lot of great guys in baseball, but he stands up at the top, and I mean, just listening to him talk, he's passionate. He loves to do this, and he's genuine. So I really enjoy talking with him.
All right, we've got a live look in here, Brett, at Dodger Stadium, where Gavin Lux just hit a 2-run homer to tie it at 2 against Carl Edwards Jr. and the Mariners. So Gavin Lux, who has had a rough night so far, and these losses are kind of sending him on a free fall in the standings, but he's trying to get that winning run, which is now at first base, home at Dodger Stadium. This is Max Muncy. Ooh,
2 outs, looks like he's going to pop up. Oh, yeah, really good pitch.
Yep. And we're going to the 6th.
Free baseball.
A loss by Lux would put him below the cut line. It would put him below the cut line for the playoffs, still with things up in the air. It would not eliminate him, but it would definitely put him below that 8th and final playoff spot. So a big game here between Carl Edwards Jr. and Gavin Lux. Oh, small ball. Beat it. So he's got speed
that's the thing
at the top.
in this game. Yeah, with these players, if they're fast, he's doing it again.
Oh, back to back. Bunt cheese. Bunt cheese.
On him.
All right, so go ahead, run in scoring position. This is Mitch Haniger. Dylan
Speaking
Floro.
from experience. From experience right here, Gavin's his palms are very sweaty. You see pass ball right there. You can tell he's just out of his zone. He's overthrowing. He needs to dry his hands off immediately.
But you know what? In all seriousness, Brett, I think that there have been some nerves in this tournament. I think you guys feel the moment and you feel the competition at certain points, huh?
I think a lot of these guys would agree that their competitive nature, what's got them to where they are today, is competing. And so, yeah, I definitely agree that the nerves, I felt them. And another thing is you don't want to embarrass yourself. A lot of these guys have hundreds of viewers watching them, and in this instance, maybe thousands. So the last thing you want to do, besides myself, look silly on stream. I may be one of the very few that don't care.
Too late.
But no, they don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
First and third here, it looks like 1 out.
Well, let's see. It looks like he's got Vogelbach. I think Vogelbach is at the plate. There's a pause there. I don't know if Carl Edwards Jr. is warming up his bullpen in anticipation of maybe getting that, scratching that go-ahead run across the plate. Brett, are you done for the night, or you got one more game?
Yeah, I'm done. So I had one game, and it was exciting. I was down 2-0 in the top of the third, and it was Maikel Franco. I put him in pinch hit, and Soler bats third for me. So I told Chat if Soler gets up, we were going to win the game. Sure enough, we won. We went up 3-2.
Well, that Soler card, man, it's got massive pop. It's another one of those cards where if you're playing Battle Royale and you get a chance to put Jorge Soler on your team, you've had great success with Soler in this league, right?
Yeah, so I actually went over team stats with everyone. Good pitch. I went over team stats with everyone, and it looks like Ryan O'Hearn is going to take home the MVP for myself. And Brett Phillips is going to be co-MVP, but Jorge Soler was up there. I led the team in home runs, so that was exciting.
And you would often put virtual Brett Phillips at the bottom of your order. Why was that?
Yeah, that's where he would bat in real life, so we stuck with realistic gameplay, and he came through. He was a big contributor down there at the bottom of the lineup.
Yeah. All right, here at Dodger Stadium, we've got bases loaded. As you see, Gavin Lux is beside himself. He just walked that batter there. So now we have bases loaded. I think Lux thought he was getting squeezed there on that 3-2 pitch. Instead, it is it's now bases loaded with one out. Carl Edwards Jr. with a chance to pull up an upset. Vogelbach. I'm bringing Vogel back. Yeah.
See, I like the move there, Rofo. You can see, pause the game. He got control of his emotions there. He probably talked to the chat, said, we got to get hyped. And here it is. Let's see if it pays off for him.
All right, Ross Stripling against Vogelbach. I'm not sure if Lux has any lefties left in his pen. Obviously, we're in extra innings, but you would love to have a lefty go against the lefty Vogelbach here with one out. Here's the 3-2. Ooh. Wow.
This is a big pitch right here. 3-2.
This is a big
one
pitch
out.
Here.
Ground ball.
Oh, knuckle curve.
Stay at the bottom of the zone there.
Walked him. Oh, walked him. Go-ahead run is walked in. Wow.
See, Roflo, it's unacceptable right there, from your pitching staff. If I were the manager, I would be going out there and having a word like, listen, we're in extra innings and you're walking guys. It's unacceptable. We're going to have to put you on the bench for the next couple of days. See,
all right, this might be deep enough to score an insurance run.
So instead of 2 runs here, we're looking like, oh, man, instead of 1 run, 2 run lead.
Scored. How about the smart play, though, by Lux to throw to third, not throw home, concede that 4th run, but not allow that 5th run to get to third base. All right.
Yeah, it's smart baseball. That's exactly what you would do in real life there. Kind of just keep the runner at second so pass ball doesn't score any runs here.
Carlos Gonzalez, one.
Inning.
That could be trouble. Oh, and it falls. Mookie Betts unable to make the catch, but he's out at second, but a run does score. Wow. It's now 5-2, Carl Edwards Jr. in extra innings, going to the bottom of the 6th. Okay, so I'm reading some messages here, Brett. New York is going to is going to go into a tiebreaker with Bo Bichette. McNeil and Bichette, a tiebreaker for third. Bichette wins third place via the tiebreaker on runs scored. Runs scored for Toronto for Bo Bichette was 98. I'm sorry, 108 for Bo Bichette, 98 for Jeff McNeil. So Bo Bichette via tiebreaker is now your 3rd seed going into the playoffs. As you see, Gavin Lux just leads off the bottom of the 6th with a double. And Carl Edwards Jr.
Bo, I played Bo last night, and he's obviously 3rd place, one of the better players in the league. I got off to an early lead, 14-0 on him in the first, but I don't want to really rub salt in any wounds.
Wait, how did you score 14 runs? Good Lord.
Roflo, when I tell you I was on every pitch, my pitcher hit a double, okay? I was on one.
Oh, wow. We can tell you that our tiebreakers are going to be implemented because these games and these results are causing quite a logjam. Let me give you what the tiebreakers
we have the standings. I have live
Do
standings.
You? All right, let's bring that in, control room, Colin. Let's take a look at what we got. All right,
so these were just updated.
This is updated. You see Smith and Kahnle at 7 and 8. Kahnle will play on Wednesday as part of that ESPN2 doubleheader to wrap up the regular season. Blake Snell has had a couple of big wins. He's now 24 and 5, 1 game ahead of Joey Gallo. And Bo Bichette, I just mentioned those tie-breaking procedures. Bo Bichette locks up the 3 seed. Jeff McNeil is also in the playoffs. He'll be the 4 seed. And you see Gavin Lux was trailing. Why don't we go back there, Colin? Let's go back there full to Dodger. It's now a final. It is now a final. Carl Edwards Jr. has just beaten Gavin Lux 5-2. So, Colin, I think that is that 3 straight losses for Lux?
Let me pull it up on the sheet here.
Let me see. Let me double check that because he lost to McNeil in walk-off fashion to open the night. And then
3 straight losses.
Yes,
So
3 straight losses
he lost
for Gavin.
to Tommy, Jeff, and now Carl.
Wow, Brett, you might have caused things to turn for the worse for Gavin Lux after that beating you put on him yesterday.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't play Gavin Lux yesterday, so it was actually Bo Bichette.
Oh, it was Bo Bichette. You're right. It was Bo Bichette. I'm getting
But,
my young
hey, listen, if you want to put that blame on me, Roflo, I can take it. Okay?
Hey, Brett, how would you say as we see Will Smith hit a batter in San Francisco, Brett, how would you say your skills have progressed as the league has gone on?
Yeah, honestly, when I played the best, I played at my best. And if you look at some of the guys I beat, like Gallo and Bichette and some of those leaders up there at the top, I just fell apart there. Honestly, I played consistent baseball. I was 15 and 14. Some of those games I won back with mistakes that I wish I could take back, but that's the name of the game. That's baseball for you. If you make a mistake, it could cost you 4 runs.
Yeah, as we look here at the standings, and once again,
just updated.
Just updated. So that you see now 10 losses for Gavin Lux, including 3 here tonight. He has dropped 3 in a row. So he started the night 19-7. Now he's 19-10. Jeff McNeil is the 4 seed. Bo Bichette has locked up a 3 seed thanks to the runs scored tiebreaker. And you see that race for that 8th and final playoff spot. Right now, Tommy Kahnle is just inside the cut line with Dwight Smith and Lucas Giolito. And look at Trevor May. Colin, Trevor May, he started the night needing wins and needing help, and he's played himself right into the thick of things again.
He's right on the edge. So
it looks like he's going to have to win one more game with 15 runs.
Yeah.
Hey,
yes.
but that's possible.
That's possible. Let me see. Let me pull up his twitch.tv/IamTrevorMay. I don't know if he's playing right now. Yep, he is playing right now. He's about to get underway. Who is he playing? Okay, he's going to be playing Ian Happ. So, Ian Happ, this is a game with playoff implications for him, or playoff seeding, rather, and then a big game for Trevor May. He needs wins, and he needs them badly. Some smart uniform choice here by Luke Jackson to go powder blue here in San Francisco. Still here with Brett Phillips. Brett, you were a pretty heavy streamer before this league began. What is, I guess, what was your experience like with the chat and with the Q&A and kind of the interaction with the fans?
Yeah, so I think I have close to 28 months on Twitch, mostly streaming more in the off season. But this has been a great opportunity for me to grow my stream and grow my viewers. I think I averaged around a couple hundred viewers in the past. It was only like 30 or 40. So that's been awesome. The chat has gotten to know me better and know the game better too. I know a lot of people that have messaged me and have been like, I downloaded MLB The Show because I saw you playing it and it looks so fun, and stuff like that. So that's really cool. That's what it's all about, engaging with the fans, showing them personality, and obviously talking back with them. They enjoy that.
Hey, Brett, we know that during the season, you and the rest of the players across the league, your time is very limited. There are a great deal of demands of your time. But would you be willing to participate in something like this if this league were to continue on in some form moving forward?
Yeah, so actually I had my agent contact some people at PlayStation, and I'm looking forward to extend if they want to extend anything. I'm definitely in. This has been so fun, and I hope my name's always on the list for things like this from Sony and MLB The Show. So, like I said, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that the fans have really responded, and I think the players have enjoyed it as well. I'm checking in on Trevor May's stream. Still no score, 2 outs in the top of the first. He's taking on Ian Happ. May needing wins and needing a little help to play his way back into the playoff picture. Using your lineup the way you did, Brett, you had Mondesi, and then you had Whit Merrifield at the top with Soler and Salvi Perez behind them. I mean, that's a pretty potent lineup, and you really played well with that group.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats. I was in the top 10, I think top 5 actually in the hitting category in the league. I put up runs. I know I was top 10 in runs scored. And if you look at my lineup, it just reflects on the offensive side, the amount of guys 1 through 8, because we were hitting the pitcher in the 9 hole. There was no DH, yeah. But it just shows that, these guys are super talented, not only in the video game, but in real life. And I know as an organization, we're getting back to that 2014, 2015 runs that the Kansas City Royals, went on to win the World Series. And I think we're a lot closer than fans think. And I know there's a lot of people in the chat saying, come on, let's be realistic here. But, you're not here. You're not in the clubhouse with us day in and day out, seeing the work that we're putting in. We had a great spring training. We're staying together as a group. We have Zoom calls weekly to keep everyone together. I know today we had a Zoom call to go over fundamentals. I won't talk about them. But just having the whole team present together and in staying as a team through all of this, I think it'll reflect how we play when we get back.
All right, that's interesting. I had not heard of any major league team doing that, using Zoom calls to just kind of check in and still maintain some contact throughout this pause. So I think that's rather special.
Yeah, and it's a testament to who Mike Matheny is. I know I've talked about him on chat before or on the stream before, but he's a leader, and he's passionate about what he does, and he just cares. He cares a lot. And it shows in being on the inside and not looking from the outside and just seeing stuff, articles and stuff. I'm there every day with this guy, and I really think he's going to lead us back to the playoffs.
Well, we're looking at the standings here, Brett, and of all those teams below the cut line there, it's Fernando Tatis with 109 runs scored, and you're of this group of teams below the cut line, you've scored the second most runs at 88. You're putting up your offense was not the problem.
Yeah, I know. I honestly had a great pitching staff, Keller, Duffy, guys like that. It's just I think how my pitching was set up. If I could have done it differently, I think I would have gone with the press button. I don't know what that's called, but as opposed to the meter. I wish I would have gone with the meter. Yeah, I think I would have been a little more consistent. I threw a lot of pitches down the zone, and that definitely showed up on my runs given up. I gave up a lot of costly home runs. But, as the games you watched, I think there were 1-run games for the most part, and then letting up a run or two there at the end that bit me in the butt.
Yeah. So Fernando Tatis Jr. also eliminated earlier this evening, and with the results that we're having to use tiebreakers. There's a whole lot of things still up in the air. Still here with Kansas City Royal Brett Phillips. We were taking a look at some of the other results. Who was the best player that you played in the league, Brett?
So I honestly have to go with Blake Snell. he's consistently was pitching and hitting. If you left the ball anywhere in the zone, I think he got a base hit off me. As for pitching, he was just dotting everything. And I mean, Snell, he practices this game. This is one of his games that he streams a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that he should have been the best, but the amount of time that he's put in, that's how you get good at something. And
yeah,
I guess touche to him for practicing and putting in the effort and the work into this game, because it's paying off for him, and he has an opportunity to make a lot of money for his Boys and Girls Club, which is super special.
Very special. Deef's Habs, Dwight Smith Jr. has not clinched a playoff spot yet, so don't put that out there in the chat just yet. Hey, Colin, I think the chat's getting restless. They're wanting a game. Is there a game that we can go to?
I think we're. Let me.
Are
I'll circle around. Let me check to see who's still playing.
Okay.
If there's no game, I can give them a little show if they want.
Well, hey now. Let's see. What are we doing here? Okay. 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 Hey. 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 Wow. You're really getting after it. Look at you. So good. That was awesome.
That's what people come in my.
If that doesn't go viral, I don't know what will.
That's what people come in my chat for. They don't come to see my gameplay. They come to see me dance.
I loved it. It was a little bit of the new. I saw a little bit of the old with some Running Man. It was like an homage to all sorts of generations of dance, Brett Phillips.
I'm a hybrid. Let me tell you what. So I'm wearing my wife's Freddie Mercury shirt here. If you look, it's a little short.
It is.
So,
it is.
So how I opened stream tonight, I had to, if you can hear it.
Oh yeah,
you
can't go wrong.
I gave him a little Queen, a little show, and gave him some top tier gameplay tonight as well. They enjoyed it.
I love it. I love it. Trevor May has opened up a 2-0 lead on Ian Happ. Colin, let's see if we can go to that game with Ian Happ and Trevor May.
Let me see
who
what
needs wins and helped. Boy, I'm looking at my hair on this profile shot. Brett, I need a haircut. I am in need of a haircut in the most desperate way right now.
Roflo, if there's anyone that needs a haircut,
wow.
I got some cabbage growing in.
It's kind of a spin doctors thing you've got going on here. I don't know. That's a dated reference probably for most members of the chat, but I don't know if you are familiar of the spin doctors. And
I picked that up, Robert. I picked that up.
Okay, Control Room Colin knows what I'm talking about. Google it, Brett. You'll when you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe a little bit.
Is it good?
Oh yeah, they were. Were they? They may have been considered a one-hit wonder band in the 90s. Yeah, Two Princes. There you go. Gardino coming in strong with a chat. Two Princes. He knows. He gets it. All right, so let me go back.
We're gonna.
What'd you find out about Trevor May?
We're bringing that up in a second. Just need to get it loaded here.
All right, he's got Taylor Rogers now in the second. Leading. Oh, that game is tied at 2. Brett, Ian Happ just tied it at 2.
Oh, we gotta go watch this game. We gotta go see.
Yeah,
this
we gotta
game.
watch it.
One
we gotta
second
watch it
here, guys. We're bringing it up.
All right.
Chat, everyone,
Okay.
can we get a hashtag? Come on, Colin. Let's put some pressure on.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, we're back. There's Commissioner Trevor May.
Commissioner Trevor May and his blue lens glasses on.
That's when you know he's serious now. He's locked in. Steven Souza Jr. against Taylor Rogers. Brett, have you faced Taylor Rogers? You got any experience with him?
Yes, I have faced Taylor Rogers actually. I don't know. You would have to look at the stats, but I think he struck me out a few times, but that's not saying much.
With that, it's like he's all arms and legs coming at you, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot coming at you, and he throws across his body. I feel like everything is away. He's really good, really good pitcher.
All right, I'm pulling up your stats here against, let's see, Minnesota. Taylor Rogers, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
I called it.
Yep.
I don't forget stuff like that. Hey, but I would let you know real quick if I hit a homer off him.
What's been the when you think about, if I were to say, Brett, what's your most favorite at bat? What's your best moment at the plate so far in your big league career? You would say what?
Yeah, I have a couple. One of them being last year, Ned Yost's retirement game, the last game of his life. I hit a walk-off sac fly to right field. That was very special. And my first home run in Milwaukee was super special. It was off the bench. Funny story. I'm down in the clubhouse and I'm hitting in the cage, and Matt Garza was through 5 innings, and his spot was coming up. Obviously, everyone in the National League knows that you have to, when you're on the bench, you have to be ready every night because the pitchers hit. So I'm down in the cage, and I'm in the zone. Like, I'm in my own world. I'm new to the big leagues, and I'm just hitting off the tee, kind of like dazing off, right? Well, someone comes down there and is yelling, Phillips, let's go. And I come sprinting down the tunnel, and Pat Murphy's like grabbing onto my jersey, like, where have you been? Like, get in there. And I'm like, what? He's like, get in there. And I like grab my bat, and I like run up to the plate because they were looking for me, like they were waiting for me. And I don't even remember taking a practice swing. And sure enough, Jeremy Hellickson is pitching. He throws a curveball first pitch, and then next pitch was a changeup that he left down the middle, and I hit it off the right center, hit it off the stands, and it was a go-ahead homer. It was awesome.
So you didn't? They couldn't find you because you were getting your pregame hacks on, right?
Yeah, I was getting my pregame hacks on. I was in the zone, like, I guess. It was new. It was all new to me. It was my first time really being on the bench in the minor leagues. I play every game, so I wasn't necessarily ready to like come in this position. And it worked out though, because I had no time to get nervous or anything. And after I hit the homer, Pat Murphy pulled me aside. He said, "If this ever happens again, you're going back down to the minors."
Here we have
my boy Trevor May.
Or no, I'm sorry, Josh Donaldson going deep, and now Trevor May is back on top, 3-2. Brett, what is the toughest thing about being a bench player in terms of how do you stay ready? How do you stay sharp when the playing time isn't consistent?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people lose sight when they look at guys' batting averages. They just automatically assume that they're everyday guys. If you look at the batting average for a bench player, the last time I checked, it was around, that's a good piece of hidden, it's a blooper. Last time, I think it was around like 200. So, you're consistently not getting at bats. You're constantly staying warm. You may get one at bat a game. You may play once a week. And, when guys are getting 500, 600 ABs a year, you have wiggle room to get your timing, get your bearings going, get stuff going. You're going to be in the lineup every day. But as a bench guy, you may get, 4 at-bats a week. And if you get one hit in those 4 at-bats, you're hitting 250. If not, you have a really good opportunity or a really good chance to, go downhill. So I think it's all perspective. But at the end of the day, I'm so blessed to be a Major League Baseball player, regardless if I'm a bench player. I know a lot of people are like, you're trash, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, man, I'm so appreciative. I think anyone in the world would trade their spot to be in the position I am in. And I personally, I believe in myself. And I believe once we get going and I can get those repetitions going, I'm going to show everyone that I can perform offensively. And I believe in myself. And at the end of the day, that's what everyone needs to have to be successful.
Yeah.
Brett,
no, that's a great
Robert.
Perspective.
Brett, you've been one of our favorite broadcasters, and we have a highlight reel of some of your best moments. Should we take a look at it?
Yeah,
yes,
I would love to.
Let's take a peek.
Now that they both missed, I think.
Did you? Brett Phillips, go ahead, over. Let's go.
No chance to make a play on that one.
We got it. We got some smoke in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Philly. All the way. All the way. We going all the way home, kid. All the way. Inside the Parker. Get down. Get down. Let's go.
I just ate it. So now I had to go eat oatmeal. I had to go make oatmeal.
And those were some of our favorite moments. Brett, your personality is infectious, and I know chat, everyone on the team at SDS, we've loved having you on. You've gained tons of new fans, and you've been awesome for us in the league. We appreciate everything you've done.
Yeah, I
been
appreciate
great, Brett.
you guys. Yeah, thank you, Roflo. Thank you, Colin, everyone at SDS. Appreciate you guys. It's been a great opportunity. And like always, keep my name up on that top of the list whenever you need stuff like this, whether it's streams done or tournaments or charity events, whatever it is that you guys are cooking up. Keep me in mind, all right?
Anytime.
Brett,
Cool.
good stuff, man. We'll catch up with you soon, okay?
All right,
Brett.
guys, take it easy. And as always, God bless. Appreciate you guys.
You got it.
Good night.
Brett Phillips of the Kansas City Royals. We just saw Trevor May
won. He won.
Beat Ian Happ. So that is a big, big win. That was our final game of the night, but we are not done yet. Okay,
I think that was the final game of the night.
Yeah, that is the final game of the night, but we're not done because we're going to try to formulate and calculate and try to get a semblance of what the playoffs are going to look like. Now, mind you, there's still 2 games left to be played, and those 2 games will be played Wednesday on ESPN2 as part of a doubleheader. So those 2 games on Wednesday will be the final games of the regular season. And this is our final stream because the playoffs are going to be broadcast by our partners at ESPN, FS1. So that is still yet to be determined. Okay, here's what we got.
We're calculating. We're still updating,
We're
Robert.
calculating it right now. The Cubs, 19-10. They're in the 7th spot. Now, on Wednesday, if Lucas Giolito wins his game on Wednesday, they would have the tiebreaker and jump to the 7th seed with the Cubs and Ian Happ moving to the 8th seed. If the Yankees win, Tommy Kahnle is playing one of those doubleheader games on Wednesday on ESPN2. Then the Cubs are eliminated. Okay, do we have all that? Let's go through it again. Here we go. The Cubs, with Ian Happ, they're 19-10. Okay, so Happ is now in that 7th spot at 19-10. If the White Sox if Lucas Giolito wins his game on Wednesday, then they have the tiebreaker and they jump to the 7th seed. Ian Happ takes the 8th seed, and that means that then if the Yankees win, then Ian Happ is eliminated. So there are still some scenarios that are still in play that have yet to be decided, and they won't be decided until Wednesday on ESPN2, 10 o'clock Eastern. You're going to have to tune in for that to find out what the seedings and what the bracket is going to look like. Now, Colin, do you want to show people the bracket? I know we don't have the names all filled in yet,
Let me.
but we do have some guys that are locked in.
Pull it up here. One
All right.
second.
All right. Let's see if we can. Blake
There
Snell,
we go.
Joey Gallo, Bo Bichette, they are in. Okay. So you see Joey Gallo, Blake Snell, either one of them are going to be the top seed. They'll take on the 8 seed in a best-of-3 series, 4 against 5, also a best-of-3. You get the idea. That will also be the case for the semifinal round, a best-of-3 series, okay? But once we move to the championship series, it is a best-of-5. Okay, so top 8 players get into the playoffs, best-of-3 for the quarters and semis, and then best-of-5 for the championship. And those games will be broadcast on ESPN, FS1, and of course, we'll be keeping you up to date as much as we can. Follow all the social channels, MLB The Show and MLB Network. The wrap-up shows continue, so wall-to-wall coverage. Basically, if you can't find us, it's on you, okay? Because we've been streaming on Twitch. It's on TV. It's on Big Boy TV. It's on the streams. It's everywhere. The MLB The Show 20 Players League has been fantastic. It has been amazing. There have been so many people behind the scenes that have done incredible work putting this together. Remember, these 30 players were in all parts of the country. It was a technological feat. And Control Room Colin,
yes, sir.
That control room has basically been your living room. You've done a fantastic job, man.
Thank you, sir. No, it's been super fun putting this on. We've had a great time. It's been awesome seeing all the fans of both the game as well as baseball have something to get together, get behind, watching each of the teams. And the thing that's actually been really awesome is seeing all these personalities brought up to the front of people in different parts of the region becoming Amir Garrett fans, people becoming Lance McCullers fans, having those personalities shine.
Brett Phillips fans.
Brett Phillips fans, yes. I'm a Brett Phillips fan forever at this point. So being able to see those personalities has been super rewarding for myself and as well as for all the fans who've been watching at home. So, and for all the fans who've been watching at home, all the people at SDS want to thank you guys for tuning into all the streams and stuff.
Absolutely. Major League Baseball, the Major League Baseball Players Association, Sony Interactive Entertainment, the Boys and Girls Club of America, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Canada, of which, what we're playing for, that is the charity that we are playing for. But we also want to thank, more importantly, the players. This has been a huge undertaking, and it has been a time commitment. Yes, these guys are not playing, but they are training, and it has been a time commitment, and we appreciate them for taking the time, for firing up their own personal streams, their own personal Twitch pages, and asking or answering questions from you, the fans, and interacting with the chat. It has been a whole lot of fun, and I've had a blast. I love this game. I play this game all the time, so it's really been great to see this game put on this kind of stage and in this league and in this format. And remember, we still have the playoffs yet to go. Hey, Colin, I think we've got a special tribute video, right?
Yes, we do. We're going to close with that. Let's go look at the standings one more time. We'll close with the video.
Okay.
And then, yes, let's pull that up real quick here. So we have this.
Okay.
Let's go over some of the crazy things that happened tonight as well. So Gavin Lux losing 3 games.
Yeah, he lost all 3 games tonight.
Yeah.
So that had him free falling a little bit.
We had Jeff McNeil winning 3, which was huge for him to.
He has locked in a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And I think if I'm reading this correctly, Colin, now correct me if I'm wrong, and Janet, who's behind the scenes, can correct me if I'm wrong as well. I think with Gavin falling, that helps Dwight Smith Jr. So I think he's in a good spot right now.
Yeah. So Dwight with the run scores. So run scores is one of the first tiebreaker scenarios. So right now Dwight is above Gavin. So and that doesn't look like it's going to change because they both have 29 games in. So.
Yeah, I would love to see Dwight Smith Jr. Make a run in the postseason. I don't think that he can win it all. I think, look, if you're having to pick a couple of favorites, it's Snell and Gallo. That's easy. But with the way Dwight Smith plays and having to play with the Orioles, and there are no diamonds on that in that live series rosters, there's no gold, and the way he plays, he's patient at the plate. I think he's a very good player on the sticks, and I'd love to see him, make some noise, maybe make some of the favorites sweat a little bit. Whether that happens, we'll have to wait and see. But again, thanks to everyone that was a part of this one behind the scenes. Thanks to you, the chat, everyone that watched the streams, watched the shows, and ESPN, FS1, our broadcasting partners for the playoffs, as the postseason is set to begin later this week. All right, so we leave you now with some of the best moments from the MLB The Show 20 Players League. We'll see you on Wednesday on ESPN.
Hold on. Hey, little stretch part. We need to stretch. Lux, get up and stretch a little bit. Oh, extra energy. Lux, you stretching right now? Yeah, I'm up. Yeah, you gotta get up and stretch a little bit.
Come on, Pete, do something cool. That is cool! Riz, that's laser!
Okay, good job, umpire. I like you. You're my best friend.
Oh! Deja vu! The throw to the plate.
Good, baby!
Not in time as he's across with the run. As he arrives. Now a fly right field.
Let's go! Oh my, I messed up.
Somebody tell Jeffrey that's why you don't make dumb mistakes, bro. Don't do dumb stuff. Do not. Oh my God! He ran!
If you hit a homer, I'll name my firstborn child. Never mind.
Let's go! Let's go, baby!
Captain America.
Oh, baby!
Let's get it. I can't be screaming. I got the cat back there. We all know this.
Big Pete, let's go. Puppy power. That means she gets a treat. Woohoo! You get a treat. He scored a run. I just let him fastball right down the middle. That's okay. You're so cute, don't matter.
Holy scamole, guacamole, ripperino, cappuccino.
He's going home! Inside the Parker!
Get out!
Just did it!
Yes!
And I opened my Chipotle, and whoever delivered it, ate a bite of my Chipotle. I'm gonna send you a picture, Brett. Hey, that's Brett's pterodactyl laugh.
Now we bang. My heart is pumping all these games tonight.
Dude, I was shaking that entire game.
Stay focused. Good things will happen.
There it is. Ball game, baby, let's go!
We won!
I won!
That's how it is, brother. If you beat the best, you're the best.
Bye-bye. Oh!